Hey, hey, hey. We're making some, I don't know what to call this, lotus spaghetti. I thought of the name. Um, pasta for fuck shit. You know, just a couple things in the pasta. I got everything ready. I'm about to drop the pasta. Drop this. Pasta like I'm real fancy. This is thin spaghetti. Thank you, Dion Fury. I prefer thin spaghetti. Shout out to the people coming in here. Welcome. Hopefully you stick around. We get into the conversations, like I said, with Kirstie Alley and Kanye West. Not that they have anything to do with each other, but there's some shit going on with them, and we'll discuss everything. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, you know how it goes. If you want to comment, you must subscribe. I'm not forcing you to do nothing. I'm just telling you what it is. In my pasta water, I have some of the marinade that I had marinated my chicken in, which was like Italian dressing and the seasonings and the garlic and the stuff like that. Drop that in there with some more Italian seasoning, and that's that. So that's what's in my pasta water. That's what's in my pasta water. I probably should make this whole box, but I'm not. I probably should make the whole box, but I'm not. So that's what I did with the pasta water. Get all this stuff out the way so we can get right to it. I have marinated and roasted my chicken. That's what we have here. I wanted more lines on it, but you know, this is gonna do. I'm gonna slice it up. I have some mushrooms here. Hey, Natasha. I have some mushrooms here. I have some sauteed onions, bell peppers, yellow and green. And I'm gonna throw some spinach in it. Throw some spinach in it. Hold on. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Mm-hmm. I have this on. Put this on low. Because after I get done, I'm gonna toss it in here. It's a sauceless. I don't want no tomatoes. It's a sauceless spaghetti, or like a butter garlic noodle moment. So there's that. Let that come up. I don't. How long does spaghetti take? About 7 to 10 minutes. Either way, so that's that. That's what's going on. That's what I'm doing. That's my seasoning cabinets up there. Anyways, a blind item on Kirstie Alley. And I had to sit down, but I said I was going to start at 8, so I'm here at 8. Get you into the stove, and then we're going to get to the chair, and we're going to get into the things. But the blind item, considering, and which starts this whole conversation, really is with Kirstie Alley and Scientology, which are things that don't come up. Now, when people die, and then you go, I love whatever. Also, too, I'm still banned, so I'm feeling some type of way. I'm trying not to get into that zone. I'm gonna try to stay focused, right? But when people die, you look them up on the Googler, and it's normal. It's just the death, where they died, how they died, all the different media sources that tell you how they died, what they said. Lisa Marie, Priscilla's last words, the architect's last words, the painter's last words. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Welcome, welcome, user, and thank you, Lydia Garibaldo. Thank you, baby. Thank you for the shares. Thank you, thank you. So things like that, which is frustrating considering when you try to look up information, it's the first thing. So you have to be very specific. And when somebody dies, or even these days, you have to be very specific in the information that you're looking up. They weren't talking about her. When I looked up and did my video, if you haven't checked it out, you probably haven't because I'm shadow banned, so they're not pushing my videos out to people, but I have a video on it. When I looked that up, they were very like boom, 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 reference to Elvis, she died here. This is what Priscilla said. That was that. I had to, looking at Lisa Marie, I knew she into drugs. Okay? I had to put in Lisa Marie drugs to pull up any reference of her being, thank you. My hair, don't look a mess with the sides. I'm in a in between stage with the sides. So that's what I put braids in my hair. So there's that. But I'm not a complete mess, just a partial mess. Giving a little McDonald's tease. Either way, nothing about the opioids, which I had to find once I started looking into her marriages. And like I was saying, she always looked like she was on something. And if she was with them people and going through those relationships and things like that, she had to have been on something. And if her son died at 27 years old by unaliving himself, she had to have been on something. Facts of the matter, right? Opioids since the 70s, since the late 70s, not late 70s. 77 is when he died, so let's say late 80s, because she married old boy in 88, whatever. So things like that. Then there's the situation in Scientology, which she started soon after. They said she got into in the 70s. She was 9 in 77, but the same way, see now you guys will understand Scientology too, and there's levels of information, and that's why I've said before, you have to, if you're interested, only if you care, receive everything so that you'll know something. Because if you didn't watch Leah Remini's documentary on Scientology, and if you were not involved in how Tom Cruise did things and everything like that, then you wouldn't know anything or understand the significance. And this conversation, I think, is why I'm shadow banned. I can only be me, because it was 100 people in here just 30 seconds ago. Now there's 8, maybe. So there's that. All that information, all those things, you start to build, for me, in a part of my mind, starts to build the catalog. The Dewey Decimal System, if you will. I remember that. Do y'all remember that? The Dewey Decimal System. And from that, I can extract this and extract that, the type of information or the type of behaviors and things like that those people have. Now let's talk about, and I'm brushing through it just to let you guys know what's going on, because I'm going to fix my plate and we're going to really get into it, pull up some facts, pull up some articles and things like that. But then you couple all of that, her issues with the Scientology, with the fact that Kirstie Alley just died 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? We're looking at something. Also, to the fact with the Golden Globes, how they now the Scientology been around a long time. Leah Remini put it on blast maybe about 5-6 years ago. They ain't, even with it being on blast, ain't nobody made no decisions to shut it down or things like that. They're very heavily guarded, very heavily protected. There's that. Not to my recollection in my Dewey Decimal System do I remember people making a big deal about it, even when it comes to award shows and things like that. What did they do at the award show on Tuesday? Got the black man up there after not having no black people in the judging section and the votership. They got the black man up there to make a fool of himself for the people for $500,000 and bring up Scientology. Not only did he bring up Scientology, because I'm holding it back here, I'm not changing the angle, so I could drop you back down and have to change nothing. So forgive the shaking. Not only did he bring up Scientology, but he brought up one of the biggest scandals in Scientology, is the fact that Shelley Miscavige is missing and has been missing since 2002. We're going to look that up too. But ever since Tom Cruise's wedding to Katie Holmes. So y'all know how long ago that was. Ain't nobody seen her. So with all that going on, the next day, Lisa Marie is rushed. No, 2 days later, because it was all the same damn day. 2 days later from that moment, when she was there with her dad, with her mother, honoring her father, because the boy got the damn award for portraying him in the movie. Less than a week after Elvis's 88th birthday, Lisa Marie is rushed to the hospital for a heart condition. Hours later, she dead. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. The ground has been laid. Considering the fact that she's going through these issues, and this is what we're going to get into once I sit down and fix this plate, considering the issues that she's going through with the people that are in the news and, you know, former Scientologists, you know what I'm saying? So the science, for me, the Scientology reference, hey, Star, what's up, babe? For me, the Scientology reference during the monologue was a threat. At the same time, when you look at Lisa Marie Presley, she don't look well. And it's not even about, for me, it's not about me because I'm not Lisa Marie, I'm not a Presley, I'm not a celebrity. But if I'm not well, and my mother's going and she look better than me, and she 20, Lisa Marie 54, Priscilla's 77, so my mother's 23 years, is 23 years older than me, and look better than me, she can go and do the things and do the things. Because first of all, I'm in the middle of something. Legally. Or religiously. I don't even want to be around these people. She didn't look like she wanted to be there at all. And this is done. She didn't look like she wanted to be there at all. But she was. Why? Why? Handlers. It was neat. Thank you so much, so I'm glad you saw it. You know, they just shadow banded me, so can't nobody see what's really going on. Now this is watch what I'm going to do here. Nothing special. You're not going to be doing nothing too crazy. I'm no Emerald Lacassie. But I'll be cooking in the Cassie, okay? Use the last of this garlic. I don't want to open up a new one, but I'm going to have to. Turn this off. Because I'm going to bring it from the water and drop it right in this. Imagine that spilling like that. It pissed me all the way up. Let me show you what I'm doing up here. I guess, I don't know if they rebottled, because I used to get the one with, this is a black top one from Walmart. I used to get the one with the green top, and they just don't bring it to me no more. I'm assuming it's discontinued. I'm gonna throw a tab of butter in there, some lemon juice, try to add some more. Y'all see that? I know y'all see that. Lemon juice, and I got some Parmigiano Reggiano. While that's coming up, my sides to the side, give me a plate. Actually, I don't really want a plate because I'm not going to put this in. Just quite yet. That sounds good already. There's some good little salt in here. Just a touch. Just a touch. Because you know what? They done fucked around and gave me some salted butter. And now to get away from you. Some Italian dressing in here. I mean, pepper. Some Italian seasoning. That's how I'm gonna do that, right? Now while that's coming out, I haven't got no paper. I'm gonna use this. And I want this big one back here. try to get fancy with it, cut it on an angle. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? I know this because this is definitely a top from the Chinese place. Take carry out. But you know it's gonna do the job. This is so much for them on the bias. So much for that. Okay, so there's what I got to. There's that on that. There's that on that. So that's that with that. Where's my tongs? Now, and it was very interesting to see the IG pic of Wendy's son. He did check on his mom, and that's just a random ass picture, right? We could talk about Wendy's son. Thank you guys for the likes. Just a random ass picture, knowing damn well his mother out here just amongst the mess. He just want to be standing on the block, sucking on a lollipop. I don't know what he'll regret. I'm not sure. Ooh. I'm not sure what he'll regret. Uh-oh. Is this happening? I don't know. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if they do it like this at the what you call it. I'm gonna throw these mushrooms in here. And I'm gonna throw peppers and stuff in here. Can y'all see that? And then I'm gonna throw the spinach. I didn't plan on doing all of this, but I might as well. Then I'm gonna put the spinach in here. I plan on like layering it, but that don't make no sense. And throw a little Parmigiano Reggiano for movement. Just a little. And a dash. Just a dash. Now what I want to do is toss it like I am, and y'all gonna see me make a mess maybe. I didn't do too much, but it did enough. It didn't do too much, but it did enough. Lost some of my garlic. Okay, so that's that. That's just put this. This is going here. Hold on, y'all. I'm not sure what little Kevin is going to regret. Because he knows just like we know. And he know more than what we know. And yet, he's still acting like she out here, like she was 4 years ago. It's been 4 years. 3 years. It's 2012. It's okay, so it's been 2 years. But even still. Pour that noodle off. I still have some chicken in the oven. What I want to do real fancy like is child, I'm not drunk. I broke my finger down. Can y'all see? Oh, y'all can't even see how I did it. I made you look. I will probably for surely be back again. Yeah, I know I don't eat just one time. Yeah, I know how I do. Get the cheese on. And then clean up. Y'all seen how I spilled that ginger in that curry pie. Like I said, I don't know what little Kevin knows. I don't know when he's going to do something, but standing on the corner like that, and you know your mother is going through the things that she's going through, that just don't make sense. But don't nothing make fucking sense. You know what else I thought was interesting too? Today, Friday the 13th, right? The last Friday the 13th was in May. May 13th, Friday, May 13th, 2022 was Rihanna's son's birthday. Today is the day she dropped her promo video. You know, this chicken. Today is the day she dropped that promo video, right? Something like that. Something like that. Child. And I don't know if any of that got anything to do with anything. But it's quite the coinky dink. And you know I love a coinky dink. I told you I still got this chicken down here. Look at that. I hate this pan. I hate the pan. Alright, let's eat, because I'm fucking starving. I haven't eaten all day. This is what I made. It ain't the most beautiful, but I'm sure it'll be delicious. You want to know why? Because I seasoned everything. And when you season everything, everything is seasoned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If this don't turn back on, I'm leaving. Because now I'm really depressed. All right now. Okay, let me get the remote. Maybe it'll work with the remote. And she dropped the new body butter a couple days ago. It's the 5th year anniversary of Fenty period. Okay, now the ring light went out. I haven't had this ring light a year. And I don't use it every day. I do use it for a long time. Y'all know we be on here. I can't believe it just went out like that. As I was moving and shaking and different and doing. Let me unplug it. About to cry. Oh no, never mind. I think I got it. There we go. Hold on. I do have a flair for the dramatic. Hold on. I had knocked the adapter loose. I had knocked the adapter loose. I think we are right. All right, let me bring it down some. But call me now. Call me now. Oh, Lordy. It's hot. I'm hungry. Hopefully y'all had a great meal. It's late. It's too late for me to be eating, but I am. My schedule is all off. The other day I fried chicken and french fries at 2 in the morning. I could use a bit more movement next time. Add a little water. So that's that. Like I said, 5th year at Fenty. 5th year at Fenty anyways. Now let's get into this Lisa Marie Presley and the Scientology thing, which I think is very interesting. Considering, like I said, Kirstie Alley didn't die. Now y'all know Kirstie Alley was a Scientologist as well. And you know, it wasn't until the Leah Remini documentary that I really got into Scientology. I had heard about it through first maybe Tom Cruise and then Jada Pinkett and Will Smith and things like that, and Leah Remini. That bite's for you guys if you want it. This one is for me. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good flavor. So now, who do I want to read this from? The Daily Mail? I'm going to read from the Daily Mail. And also, too, you know, Lisa Marie always, like I said, always looked like she was on drugs, always looked like she was struggling. Wouldn't you think she'd be giving more like Tori Spelling vibes? You know what I mean? Paris Hilton even set the stage for girls like that. She was the example for what those girls shouldn't do. Tori Spelling and flipped the script and revamped it and, you know, brought that thing back and juiced it up. Paris always been on. But prosecutor, the guy's name is Danny Masterson, right? Prosecutors in Danny Masterson's rape case dealt a blow after star witness Lisa Marie Presley's death. Did y'all catch that? It's that garlic and that lemon. I wish I had a little white wine. That would have really brought it over the top. Okay. Did y'all catch that? Prosecutors. The people prosecuting. Prosecutors in Danny Masterson's rape case dealt a blow. That means it was something unexpected. That wasn't in their favor. After the star witness means they built a whole case around this woman. They even went to court because she was going to come and testify, right? Star witness Lisa Marie Presley's death. Now, Lisa Marie Presley is the girl we was just talking about, Elvis's daughter. She just died yesterday. The day before Friday the 13th. First time I made salsa spaghetti was in 2009. I didn't have no sauce to use. And I just wanted, we needed to eat something. This was when I was living frat style. Me and my friends that got a house, we were all living there, living our best life. Good song, right? I didn't have no sauce, no marinara, no nothing. So I just seasoned up the water. And it's got that kick. I put the red peppers in there. Seasoned up the water. Seasoned the onions and stuff like that with a little butter. We wasn't buying EVOO back then. Toss that thing up. Now look at this. And I know I ain't gonna have no heartburn after this. Danny Masterson walked free in 2022 after a rape case against him fell apart. It was rumored that Scientology had put pressure on the victims in this case not to testify. Lisa Marie Presley was supposed to testify against him. I guess he's an actor. Presley was allegedly acted by Scientology to put pressure on the victims. The heiress, who passed away Thursday, left the church after 30 years. Same around the time Lee Remedy too, in 2014. Presley was thought to have been a potential star witness in a retrial. Scientology is satanic. Scientology is I'm not exactly sure satanic would be the right word I would use. But there are satanic. How bad is Satan? Let me just throw that out there. But I'm not exactly sure how bad. I'm not gonna say is satanic. There are ways in which they do things that are not, widely received, well received, widely across the board. It breaks up families. It's very strict. So no second guessing. Or put in your money. That might be the biggest thing for me. It's like, but that's, it's church. People want your 10% for a building fund or things like that, and things like, and then, but we'll get there. Everybody want money. Scientology want a little bit more money. But I think what it did was find this niche, because what's his name? I want to call him Edgar Allan Poe. L. Ron Hubbard, the guy who created it. And that's the thing. We see him. He's a tangible person. The guy who created. I don't know exactly. We'll never know. Because we can't talk to, what's his name? Ron? No. Miscavige. David Miscavige, the guy who runs it now. He's not going to tell us the true tea. We're not going to find out the true tea of how he came into power. Or what L. Ron Hubbard's true intentions were with, like, the direction and the purpose behind Scientology going forward. You know what I mean? Ultimately, it seemed like it's a religion of the wealthy. People want to believe in something. People want to feel. People want to devote themselves to something. People want to be feel some type of power or class. 20 something years. And that's what I need, multiple screens. But I only got one hand. Let me go to Chrome and open up some tabs. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' wedding.
Showing pictures that match.
They got married in 2006. Yeah. Since 2007, that lady been missing, okay? Since 2006, they said they ain't seen her since the wedding. So there's that. But that's David Miscavige and him controlling the thing. Now you pull Shelly out the crypt somewhere, she gonna blow the lid off the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. You get the one leader, he might not have the same thing. That was their problem, Farrakhan and Malcolm X was, I mean, a lot deeper. I'm not making a very specific comparison. But it was that element of I might lose my power, or this might go in a direction where I don't want it to go, and things like that. And again, he got L. Ron Hubbard's ass out of there. They got, what you call his ass out of there, because more people, Muslim is more, except it don't cost you $250,000, $500,000, $750,000 to become a Muslim. It costs you to have at least $250,000 to be a Scientologist. So it's not so strict in that way of everybody just joining. People refinancing their homes, selling cars, doing this, doing that, just to make dues. Or leaving it all behind and going to work at the Borg down in Florida or over in California. I think things got, like many things, it gets away from people. It gets away, not from people, but I think it gets away from its true intention. Because I was watching, I mean, regardless of the fact of the money, my thing with Scientology was, raise the kids as adults. Not so much, baby, we don't want them back cracking, working, but why not? But yeah, maybe, but no, not really. But that sort of thing. Talk to people at their level, make sure, be honest and things like that. Let's not have anybody fucking with the fuck shit. But that's the same thing with organized Christianity and things like that. Your pastor, or even fucking Catholic, more fucking Catholics. Now they're really gonna get me. But you go to confessional and confess your sins to the Catholic priest. We know what the Catholic priests be doing. So the Scientology ain't no better. I mean, it's no worse. They got married in Italy too. Like Courtney and Travis. Like Kim and Kanye. Maybe they got married in France. They all perverted, honey. All perverted. It's just a mess. And I'm saying all of that to draw the lines between these things that have happened. And then Kirstie Alley dying just a couple weeks ago. I would love to know what the relationship between Kirstie Alley, who's an actress, and this here man Danny Masterson is. What their relationship is. But the people, they're trying to take the prosecutors say Masterson raped 3 women, all former Scientologists, in his Hollywood Hills home between 2001 and 2003. He is 46 years old, has maintained his innocence, and his legal team has said the acts were all consensual. Presley, a former Scientologist, has been named as one of the prosecutor's star witnesses, was named, but was ultimately not called to the stand after the judge Charlene Olmedo, I also don't think they should be putting judges' names in here. If you go do the work and you find out, then you find out. But involving judges' names, it's too public, you know? It limited the scope of her potential testimony. I don't know how you limit the scope of her. I just don't know how you do that. The judge declared a mistrial in the case due to a deadlocked jury in November. Just 2 days before Presley's death, prosecutors announced their plan to pursue a second trial against Masterson, and they probably would have got another judge. During the trial, prosecutors told the jury that Presley was asked by the Church of Scientology to persuade one Masterson's accusers not to report him to the police. Now, if you watch Leah Remini's thing, you know that that's how they move and do. That's David. You got the forcing the people, threatening the people, following the people. You know. I don't even know if I had even heard. Maybe I did, but didn't understand the significance of it until now. Now, Masterson's legal team argued that the heiress's testimony was irrelevant. I think heiress is a strong term too. Because if she's an heiress, Blue Ivy is an heiress. Right? The actor's defense included Tom Mesereau, who defended Presley's ex-husband Michael Jackson in 2005. Speaking of this, what we can know, because I got the notes and I'm just kicking it and spitting it, right? So Masterson's legal team, it's about getting the people that got off. When OJ got not Kardashian, but he got that other guy. That other guy had got somebody else off. That's why they brought it. No, he had not. Was it Johnny Cochran? But I feel like it was a John Travolta character. It happens all the time. And now what's going on with Tory Lanez is now Tory Lanez is trying to get the lawyer that got Snoop Dogg off when he was caught up in the murder charges. And now this guy, coincidentally, is trying to get the lawyer Presley's ex-husband had when he was going through what he was going through back in 2005. Back in 2005. Judge Almeida denied the request to exclude Presley's evidence, but said that if Elvis's daughter testified, she would restrict. This is what the judge said. If they call it Lisa Marie Presley an heiress, Blue Ivy is all of them is definitely an heiress. So is Kim and Kanye's kids. So was Donald Trump's kids. You know what I mean? Just putting titles on things. This is the judge. Denied the request to exclude Presley's evidence, but said that if Elvis's daughter testified, she would restrict what she can say to just what she knows about alleged victim Jane Doe's first rape claim, and not allow her to make broad statements about Scientology. See, now this don't have nothing to do with Scientology. Well, it does. See, this is the thing. Because they want her to testify to what Scientologists wanted her to do. And that was intimidate other witnesses to not come forward. The fact that the judge wouldn't allow that, which is not hearsay because, well, is it hearsay? Because this is her own experience. I walked down the street, the man said to me, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. That's not hearsay. Hearsay is somebody told her this. You know what I mean? This is first-hand knowledge. So why would the judge? But the judge Now let's think about Scientology, and they over in California run deep, run strong, okay? Runs blue. So why wouldn't the judge allow that? That's a problem. That's a problem. The prosecutor later said they decided to not call Presley to testify. The testimony from Presley, who reportedly left the church in 2014, was to center on her one-time friend Jane Doe. Now, why don't we know her? Who says the master sexually assaulted her back in September of 2002? Sexually assaulted her in 2002 and then raped her in 2003 of April. Now Masterson's wife. Now hold on, see, this is all Presley's ex-husband. This was her most recent husband, the one she got the twins by. Guitarist Michael Lockwood performed with Masterson's wife, the guy that's being accused of sexual allegation. Her name is, well, we know Bijou Phillips. If you're old enough, you know Bijou Phillips. That's Masterson's wife. Again, we're crossing too many. We got the lawyer and we have the relationship between these people. My fucking chick. I hate that man. So that's that with that. Judge Almedo declared a mistrial in November in the case after the jury voted 7 times over a 24-hour period without being able to reach consensus on any of the 3 counts. And I think that's interesting too. The fact that what this says 7 times over 24 hours. 2 jurors voted for conviction on the first count, 4 voted for conviction on the second count, and 5 voted for conviction on the third count. As I look at this man, this Masterson man, he does look familiar. I remember maybe a younger Masterson. So that's the situation with that. Do they kill her? I mean, and then you have to ask. You might think. One would think. It's a better way to phrase that. One would think, what's the big deal with this Masterson and Lisa Marie? Why would she die? But I think the thing is the convenience of her death around the fact that they're trying to come through the second things. And if they were to get a judge that they couldn't put in the pocket, then that judge would allow any conversation that would lend itself to the investigation at hand. Especially considering, because you get the damn show, the documentary of Scientology from Leah Remini, who was in it for 30 damn years, telling you that this is how they move. You know? And if you don't have Lisa, then you don't have anybody. Because she was going to speak to the behaviors firsthand. Now, they can't call Leah. Leah don't have nothing to say to the case. But it's hard. Well, like I said, maybe some of you guys haven't seen it. Double tap the screen if you saw Leah Remini's documentary on Scientology. But that's a tainted jury. You get the people, you get to getting into voir dire. You have to ask the people, have you ever seen, have you been influenced, have you ever considered any information about the Church of Scientology? That would have to be one of the questions in voir dire. Now, are you even talking to the people? Y'all done seen it. Now you're talking to people that don't know nothing about. I guess that's what you wanted. But are they even my peers? They don't have the same experiences. So I would attest finding a jury that's even qualified to judge on something like this, and not consider those types of things. I don't think you would even. Nobody's. It's not. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. Now, Lisa gone. But all of this, like I said, I would love to know what Kirstie Alley, what her involvement is with these people as well too, because we done found out Lisa Marie's husband sang with the guy's wife. So you know they was kicking it at backstage at the very least, at the home. And then as I look at this, I told you guys too, the fact that they even brought up Scientology, Carmichael brought up Scientology in that opening monologue. You know, just some things you don't, especially so direct like that. Ain't nobody probably said Charlie Miscavige's name on a public place. More so, nationally televised event ever. Besides Lee Remini and her documentary. Now you consider what they're doing with Lisa, right? This is what she wore. This is what she wore to the event. I just realized I don't got my glasses on. Do y'all see it, or do I need to call it out? This is what she wore to the event. Just 2 days before she died. The goddamn snakes all over her. She got a snake bracelet on. Scientology trying to get her to keep her mouth shut because she's snitching, allegedly. Why even go? She barely looked like did she speak to anybody? Because she barely looked, I don't even want to look at the picture too long. She barely looked live there. Hair gone. What is really going on? I said the same thing about Lee Remini, and let me tell you this. The same thing with the Illuminati. When you're a member of the Illuminati, you have to, in plain sight, make references and all these things, you know what I mean? To let the people know that you're in the know, involved, that sort of thing. It's I don't say it's a requirement, but it's necessary to make it known that what your involvement is, or to speak on it to signify your involvement with the organization. Whether you're talking about it when Beyonce says, you're all in that Illuminati shit, whatever she says, that sort of thing. Or when Jay-Z wears a shirt, a sweatshirt that says do without will. When Leah Remini comes out and talks about all these things, you know, about the business. When Jaguar Wright gets on the platform and talks about these things, when Orlando Brown gets on the platform and talks about all these things, that's their level. Or even Kanye West. Kanye West gets on the platform and talk about, that's a level of involvement. Because, let's take Kanye West for example. That's Diddy's program. The Jewish people that Kanye West talks about control every seat that Kanye has sat in since he been talking about that stuff and before he was talking about that stuff. If they don't want Kanye West to get on there and spew any type of anything, they're not going to have him on there. People know Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown ain't talking about nothing fruitful, bountiful, helpful, or sufficient. They know what they about to get on there and talk about. They let them. You want to know why too? Because now we're in the age of clicks. 14 million views on a Drink Champs interview. 500,000 views on an Orlando Brown, video or things, things like that. Millions of views on Leah Remini's thing. And not only did Leah Remini's thing get millions of views, regardless of how it was played and what the taste that it left in people's mouth, people were drawn to that. And they got more followers. Because even with everything Jaguar Wright and everything, all of them say, people are still drawn to the industry. They will do whatever they need to do to get into the industry. That's what Orlando Brown says. And somebody watched that, clicked on it, consumed it, and negated everything out of it because of what they want to do. That's another reason to it. Playing things in plain sight. Because we're geared and we're programmed to not even see that we're desensitized to many things. But if you see it in a movie, if you see it in this, you see it in that, you don't even take it for what it could be because it doesn't look like much. Or they couldn't possibly say that. Beyonce couldn't possibly reference the Illuminati. Let me tell you this, Beyonce put that in a song. This is after, when people really started talking, and I say air quotes Illuminati because that's just the name. Just like fucking conspiracy theorists, that's just a name. That's not a real title. It's something they came up with to denounce people putting shit together. Illuminati is just another name, another title that they put on something for a brothership. Freemasons. Lord, they're really going to get me. That sort of thing. The organization. And if you don't think people move in secret, then I've never pledged anything, but I have friends who did. I have family members who did. Move in secret. You can break bread with them people and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay? Daily. I had lunch with my girlfriends every day. Didn't know what they were doing. Okay? And what do you think you get to when you get into the industry and people is making and money is being moved around and people is moving into houses and getting jewels and cars and things? What the fuck do you think the people is? Because the thing is, okay, Leah Remini, this is how you know she involved. Okay, Leah Remini, she get the people, and you got these people on here. Everybody, even down to Mimi fucking Faust, everybody was involved. Everybody was hip to it. Because first of all, the way that they even move, like they testified in that documentary, and go through your trash, go through your job, go through your kids, why would I risk all of that to tell people any of this? You get out of a tight pickle of a situation or an environment, you don't want to connect yourself to anything like that again. Damn sure don't want to get bring the lights into my house and a this and a that and a this and a that and a this and a that. To talk about some shit that's traumatizing to me. But they did. So they get them saying, the little reference, okay, so they get the people and everybody decides they want to talk about it. First of all, the way Scientology moves, people is infiltrated in all facets, from entertainment to police to politics. They're in there. Somebody could have easily got the negatives, the fucking recordings, destroyed that. Somebody could easily burn Leah Remini's home. Could have done that. Didn't do that. Something like that. The same way they fucking threatened his ass. For let her know what the fuck is going on. Because I can only imagine how tight her ass got when Jared Carmichael got up there and said, okay, Scientology, where is Shelley Miscavige? I can only imagine how tight Lisa Marie Presley's ass got, considering the situation that she was in with Scientology. They were threatening her. Charged her to threaten people, I would say. And if it was that big of a deal, then we wouldn't even be talking about this right now. She would have done it and that would have been it. But no, in fact, they were going to use her as a star witness to talk about how they threatened her. Which again, if I think about it too, as I said, like I said, I be talking and I'm thinking and I'm talking, right? Everything, and things sacrificial, whatever. Stay with me. As she knows that she's not going to talk about the people, again, why would you go to the event if you don't want to be involved, if you know you're not going to testify with these people and you know this is that just dropped this day? So why would you go out in public? Also, too, another point kind of glazed over that as I was saying something. That happens to me. I lose the alternate idea. But I just think it's strange that she would come and be in this public platform, this public place, knowing what she was going through with it, because not maybe a good portion of the people in there are involved in Scientology to some degree. She didn't walk in there and say she definitely didn't walk in there and it was the only one. And if it's not the people sitting in the room, it's definitely the people that's sitting backstage. The same person that wrote that damn joke for fucking Jared Carmichael. And you're not gonna tell me all of those things don't link arm in arm and travel down the road and over the goddamn hill. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that. And what ties it all together is this very thing right here, which was a blind item. With this very thing with this gentleman. Now this is what's gonna have me up at. Well, I'll be up anyway at 4 a.m. But with my notepad and my pen in my bed with my tablet, looking for Danny Masterson references in his relationship with Kirstie Alley or Leah Remini or Tom or anything like that, because that's the thing right here. They said, now that's what I was saying too about Masterson, period. The thing about Scientology is Kelly Preston. Well, yes. God damn it, yes. Kelly dead. It ain't no reason. I think she died too with like some damn pneumonia, like fucking Kim Porter. Kelly Preston.
According to Wikipedia, Kelly Cavalelli, who was Smith, known professionally as Kelly Preston, was an American actress.
Okay, girl. She just gets carrying on, and I don't need no that. It ain't no reason. She was born in Hawaii. She ain't even American. Well, I guess that is American. So I was about to say like Barack Obama. That's a different subject. And they really gonna get me then. She was 5'6". She died. Y'all not gonna believe where she died. Let me say this too while I have y'all here. I don't know how you get unshadow banned. I have put out the videos to throw me back into the algorithm. I'd have put out 3 videos a day. And if TikTok is watching that close, if they repost the videos, which is not true too, because I've seen people repost videos and they do well. I have put out original content on top of that and it is not performing. And I don't want to sit and complain on a high horse because I do have good numbers and I do have a good number of family members. I got people in the collective. But to that point, there's no reason people in the collective shouldn't be first on my content. I'm not saying I need 50,000 views. It should be 50,000 views because that's too much like right. But what I'm saying is that I should not have 1 double-digit view. Triple-digit views shouldn't last past an hour. And there's no reason why I can't get to 1,000 views in a week. I feel like if I support or email them, I'll probably be back on the radar again. These are the things I feel like have me on the shit list. Period. But I mean, this is the content. And this is what it is. So maybe it's the growing pains. And I say I'm not popping up on people's timelines, and I love you guys. And I appreciate you guys so much. Star and Natasha, I know y'all go to my page to beat the content, and I appreciate that so much. But it's not coming up. It's not coming up. So with that being said, I'm now, which they will probably blacklist me on fucking Netflix on God willing Netflix, but over on YouTube too, because YouTube is real iffy about enlightening content as well. I love that. Thank you, so I appreciate that. Okay. But I'm traveling over to TikTok, to YouTube, and on this Sunday starts my weekly, I would do bi-weekly posts, 2 posts a week, and it is these lives. So if it's one of your favorite lives, probably put it up. It's probably going up there over the past month or two because you keep your lives for 90 days. So these lives are going up, and then I'll be trying to acclimate to a more sit-down style and do those types, like this type of thing with that. Well, and that's the thing. I'll record it and just put it up there, but keep information more concise and not try to be all over the place. Even though I do like that because, it's just let you know that we get into the things, and also to help lots of things correlate. You think about this and you'll think about that. But that's the goal. So if you don't know, and if you're new here, and if you're not already prescribed, go over to the link in my bio to my YouTube channel and go on and subscribe there, and let's grow the family over there. Because I ain't about to be nobody brand new. Ain't about to be no, ain't nothing gonna change. It's the same old. It's the same old. Just probably, a better format and also on a better platform. And then, maybe I might just keep the vintage tea series going over here, which is the thing that people like the most. But even still, like with the Leesburg Presley video, I mean, I barely have 1,500 views on that thing. Now, had it have been 2 months ago when I dropped something like that, I'd be already at 100,000 probably. And I'm having a hard time with that. Like at the same time too, it's like I said, the growing pains of it, and what it is, but how do you get out of how do you step into the light, Caroline? How do you step into the light, Caroline? How do you get back into the light? And for the sake of the followers, I'll get through it. Thank you. The goal is to grow the family. Very discouraging. The goal is to grow the family, grow the collective, continue to build on the collective, so that we come in here and we have more ideas and more perception. Just like my Chrissy video, and that's the thing, I don't know, people be down in the comments lying. Chrissy video dropped in October, my most viewed video. People have commented, people have come and gone. People knew Chrissy when she was growing up. People knew Chrissy when she first was down in Florida. Just the other day, somebody jumped on there and said, she watched Chrissy when she was a baby. Knew the mother and the father's name, knew the grandmother and the auntie's name. Love that. Build that. You want to know why I want to build that? Because I told you guys before, I'm trying to get information firsthand. I'm trying to get to a point that where when I drop these news and stuff, I have to say allegedly, because it's not anything that's reported. It's something I heard from a reliable source. Okay? That's what I'm trying to go build. I can't build the collective and I'm sitting in the dark. I can't do that. I can't do that. And because we do many things, mainly talk. Because even when I'm doing makeup, I'm talking. And even when I'm doing cooking, I'm talking. I got to find the talking amongst the other things that I do. It can't just be, because that's not fulfilling to me. And I don't want to build the collective. I like the fact that my collective is built on the tea. Because if anything, is going to be some type of tea brewing in the content I'm providing, right? That sort of thing. I don't want to get a bunch of people from makeup, because the tea and I pepper my thing, but get a bunch of makeup followers, and that's just not the consistent content being put out. Because then I've lost 200 people. Why, I don't know. But I've lost 200 people in a month. Maybe 3. Because I was at 55.5. That's 400. Let's just say, just a little under 400 people. I was at 55.5. Now I'm at 55.1. And I can't have made videos talk about thank y'all for getting me there, and now I'm fucking falling. I can't do that. So that's how I have to start. I got to get into the light. Another reason. why I feel like I need to get into the light. But at the same time, too, the swift kick in the pants, because since we've been going live, y'all been telling me to get on YouTube, and I've been half-stepping and pussyfooting. So there's a swift kick in the pants to spread my content out on more platforms to be received by more people. Also to the long range, long format content and things like that. I do have some videos up there that are long, like 2 hours and stuff like that. But people listen to podcasts, and this is essentially, when I get on here and start talking, essentially it is the podcast. It gets you whatever you get from it. You get many things. People just want to hear my voice, and people don't care about what I'm saying. And that's the way of the world. But I can't get my voice out there on TikTok if I'm shadow banned. You know? Like I said, it's 55,000 people in the collective. How do I got a video with 24 views? Please tell me. And I knew the day would come, but it's all about handling it. You got to go through it to understand how you handle it. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm handling it right now. And I got to talk about it. But there's no way. It's no way. Especially when compared to other videos. I remember when I did that video when Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan broke up. Just a simple sharing of pictures and a little side-eye action. The views blew the fuck up. Not a million, but a lot. Simple. When I compared the pictures, when I compared the pictures of people that have had plastic surgery and how they progressed, when I did Delicious and I did Black China, Michael Jackson, Little Kim, blew the fuck up. Now people barely seen the picture, and I ain't seen it. People have barely seen the video of Summer Walker. I haven't seen any content on TikTok about Summer Walker having those twins. If it weren't for me looking up shit on Kirstie Alley, Lisa Marie Presley, I probably would not have seen this stuff on Summer Walker. How it happened, I don't know, but it popped up that way, whatever. Another reason why I know I'm for sure shadow banned, because this is shit I ain't even seen out there. Not being viewed. And then the stuff that is being viewed, liked by my people. Which is great. But also, too, a contradiction in the algorithm, because if people is on here watching it and liking it, it should be then sent to their people. And I should have some non-followers liking, or even, you know what I'm saying? The number should be. So I'm not exactly sure whether I'm just reposting things or I'm not going to speak in things, because obviously, I want to keep, I'm not going to go completely ghost. Because that don't help me, I guess. That doesn't help me. Going ghost doesn't bring me to the light. But I can't put in 3 hours into a video and put it on here and get 20 views. If I can't whip the video up in half an hour, it's not going up. And I will do lives because I can transport lives from here to there. And then, we get on here, and like I said, this is one thing I love about the live is engaging with the people. And then double down on this. If you want to subscribe, you want to engage, you want to get into the live, then you have to subscribe, because TikTok is doing. And if somebody's watching, and listen, if somebody asks me what I need more information. I want to be more further educated. Because I make connections, or I see things differently, just like in the Rihanna video. I don't know if anybody else saw the video and saw Cruella de Vil, Cindy Lou, and the Grinch. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but I saw that, No, they will tell you that, but that's not any of my posts, and that's what I was saying. That's what I mean by if people are reporting my page, then they would tell me. Your page has been flagged. Your page is dangerously close to being banned, and things that doesn't happen. And I don't want to think all my videos today. And that's what I'm saying too. I'm in the algorithm now. I have had dropped 9 videos in 2 days. My people, I encourage you to come to the page. Yes, I know. Yeah, I guess yes. But when I drop a video for my followers, especially the Lux Gang, it should be, I drop a video, it uploads, you're on TikTok scrolling, you scroll up 1, you scroll up 2, that should be my new video. But we've discussed this when we're talking about ads and how people make money on, because first I told you too, I love the engagement. What I really loved and wasn't expecting, because I'm always overthinking and doubting myself, is the relationships that I have built with the family, with the collective, with the Lux Gang. Absolutely love it. Okay, it's one of the highlights of this whole internet thing, social media, and building the brand, and all those things, right? But it's for the money. I'm trying to get recognized. I want somebody to like my look, like my sound, like my skills, pick me up, and then we grow together. Okay? I'm not half-stepping. I'm not doing this shit as a hobby because I'm bored after work. No. That's what I'm saying. I can't put 3-4 hours or a day into a video and it gets 24 views. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I've done that since I've been on TikTok. I have put out fruitful, meaningful content on TikTok for a year. Maybe I might have to do 5 years. Those are the things I'm learning. I don't think I need to do 5 years considering the content ain't so risque, so spicy. Back to what I'm saying about me putting things together. Is it so bad? But then this goes into what Kanye's saying about controlling the media. No? And like I said too, we talk about a lot of things, but most times they all boil back down to the same purpose, same topic, same issue. I'm not an insider. When I shut this thing down, it'd be me and the TV or the tablet and the phone. I'm not getting secondhand, firsthand knowledge, secondhand thoughts from nobody. Nobody's pushing me to say these things. These are just things that I assume, and that's so now they don't want nobody free thinking. But like I said too, this is only going to be consumed by the people that have the capacity to consume it. And maybe that's the fucking ceiling I've hit. I doubt it. At 55,000, I doubt it. Because it don't be 55,000 people in here. It'll be a smooth 9. And when I first get on, it might jump up to 100. And then that's that. And that's because if I'm not clicking nails or fucking reading somebody down or whatever the case may be, then that's not what they want to watch. But the information is just me getting on here voicing my opinion. To no detriment to nobody. Chrissy, let's think too. Chrissy video, whatever what I realized from that video, people absolutely love Chrissy. Chrissy has a huge fan base out here. Chrissy seemed like Chrissy could do anything and the people will consume it. If Chrissy were to get on one of these Housewives shows, the ratings will go through the roof. Credit Lana Kelly for that. For the researchers, now I'm joking, but I'm saying. Even, I don't know what's up risky. When I get on live, because live is really where it's at, and that's the two people be fucking watching it in the lives, and I don't know, change makers, I don't know, decision deciders. I don't know. And as long as I don't say key buzzwords, I'll be fine. But this is probably where it gets. I think I saw somewhere the Love and Hip Hop reunion. And that's the thing, I don't use trendy sounds. And it's quality of content. Yes, that's what it is. Because the Chrissy video, and that's why my most viewed videos are the ones pinned at the top. Because first of all, if you see a video and you come to my page, don't think I'm just out here getting 20 views, 15. We got some million hitters up here, okay? I'm proud of that. To that point, out of those 3 views, now this one has the most views, but this is the video that people enjoyed the most. They enjoyed everything about it, from the pictures to the sound, to not the music sound, but how I sound, the way I'm telling the story, whatever the case may be. That's a lot of elements to that video that they appreciate. That does have a sound on it, Born for This, which is trendy. One of their like staple trendy sounds. Also, it has the least amount of hashtags. That has the most views. It has the most shares. I don't know about the shares. Probably get the most share. It has the most everything. But my Wendy Williams video, which has 1.1, no sound, same hashtags I always use, 1.1. Now the thing is, yes, I'm telling a story, and yes, there's visuals. Now me waxing and relaxing, the sound is not trendy. I don't know if I just was looking for a song that would last the length of the video. So they don't have trendy songs that last that long. I just do want a nice little jazz number. I also thought it would be relaxing to watch as you watch it at that pace and things like that. Same hashtags, 1.1. Now granted, I'm bare chested, and that's the thing too, making content in the video, putting content in the video that gets people riled up, not thinking, riled up. The biggest thing, I don't know if I would have washed my hair, if I would have went to the bath into the shower and washed my hair in the shower, would that video have done so well? Because the biggest thing of all the things that I did in that video was that people were up in arms. People all over the world, honey, were up in arms about me washing my hair in the shower, which pushes views. So not only do I, as a content creator, looking to build, because now we done built up, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying this since I started going live. I said I love the little click we got in here and things like that. But if we can get a smooth 100 of us in here and the conversation is moving and grooving, because y'all know y'all like to talk in the comments amongst yourselves, I would absolutely love that. But besides me making the content of that, I think, this is what's on my mind. This is how I want to. How I want to display it. This is what I think. This is what I'm thinking about. Whatever the case may be. I then have to throw in an element that will get the people upset, so that they jump into the comments and push my. First of all, now I need to hire somebody for that. If my hair is in a turban, I don't have no money to be hiring nobody to be thinking that type of way for me in the business that I'm doing. Understand? So how do you win? And I don't have no shtick, I will say honestly, because I never really thought about my voice, but people have told me about my voice. I'm 34, for at least 2 decades. People have referenced my voice. You have a radio voice, nice voice, can you sing, these types of things. Jobs I've had, voice. I'm not tooting my own horn. I don't think I'm the most attractive person. People have always considered my looks. Jobs I've had, people told me I was too handsome to be housekeeping at a hospital. You're too fine to be doing this. I'm not saying amongst all these people that be on this social media thing, 7 trillion, 41 million, that somebody's like, oh yeah, he's the one. But goddamn it, let me tell you, I could be. You wanna know why? Because I'm no one-trick pony. But that's the thing. And that's what I said too with the, it was a stupid voice, but I don't know, people like stupid things. People like videos on TikTok. I don't want to talk about TikTok, but I just want to get this off. And then I'm going to talk about Kanye, then I'm getting out of here. Not much about Kanye, but, he's supposedly married now. He's married now, again. But people, there's videos on here that you immediately have to go to and that's the behavior. And this is why China's trying to shut this shit down, because it's stupid. Videos that you watch, you don't understand. You immediately go to the comments, and people say an array of things that pertain to the video, don't pertain to the video, something off the wall. Like, what the fuck be on people's minds? on a video that you don't even understand, and you go to the comments for a little clarity, it's 90,000 comments and 4 million likes, and you're like, well, what the fuck did somebody like about this thing? Especially as a content creator, because I'm trying to pull from whatever it is, I'm trying to see, and it may be possibly I could add an element of that, but besides me researching things on myself and shooting, editing, throwing things, like, I don't have time to be like, okay, this is really gonna stir the people up. Sometimes I might throw, but that's the thing too. The Lisa Marie video. This how I know I'm shadow banned. The Lisa Marie video. It says she got 4 kids left behind her. She don't got 4. She only got 3 to son the head. Didn't nobody jump down in the comments and say, oh, she got the thing, because people love to correct on here. People love to correct you. So every now and then I'll throw a little misconstrue or whatever, because, you know, a little whoopsie, and see if the people pick that up, and sometimes they might. But now we're not here. But that's the people want to get on here and think they're so right. And I would even be fine with the likes running up and people don't follow, because it takes a lot to get me to follow. Okay, you got to be doing something. I don't know. I'm very much so a visual consumer. Scroll, whatever the case may be. So I'm all right with that. That's why I'm so thankful that the 55,000 that I have is where they at with me. But with that said, I need them to see the videos that I'm putting out, which made them follow me. And I can't do that if I'm shadow banned. And now, how do I get out of the shadow ban? How do I step into the light care land? You know, do some dumb shit. I don't know. Like I said, the video with the SAG Golden Globes. So let me put on an announcer voice, and I sound stupid, because people like people who sound stupid on TikTok. Nothing. Nothing. Which is a lot easier than me doing, how does it, that's what I'm saying, it happens, people, there is a decision that's made, you are flagged to some degree, and then wherever down in the fucking Silicon Valley, or wherever they got the headquarters for, because there's no other reason why. Like I said, if it was an issue of somebody flagged, like his content said, they would tell me. Like my takeoff video, this content shows somebody getting killed, or, you know, that they let you know. Your content is dangerously close to being banned. You know what I'm saying? They let you know. That's why the shadow banning is a problem, because they do shit in the shadows. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out exactly why I'm in the position that I'm in. That's why I was surprised to get on here. Now, granted, it could shoot up to 2, it could shoot up to 3, 4, 50,000 viewers when I get onto this shit. At this point, I have 55,000 fucking followers. But now, since the Chrissy video, it brings a lot more people. But I'd say that's just because that's the most viewed and everything like that. Lots of things. Maybe the Wendy Williams, whatever the case may be. But now when I get on, I might shoot up to maybe 100, which is nice. Consider I'm looking at 8. Now, I love y'all 8. I'm very passionate about my 8, okay? But the goal here is, understand, global reach. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, my best friend said to me, I was told, how did she get this? How did she preface this thing? But we have conversations, and I'll just be talking to her the same way I'd be talking to you guys. You know what I'm saying? And some things she has to consider, some things weren't even on her mind, some things she don't even fathom. And that's just, you know, just what I do. You know, I just be talking. I don't have no formal training, no professional, no nothing. I'm just astute. And most times it's the conversations, you know, enlightening, like, wake up, these things tie together. Not since I told her about the threes and the football player, she has been on a roll with connecting things and things and things. She told me about the damn the flight ban that happened over a course of in the morning hours across the United States. There were no planes in the air, and that happened on the 3rd. When I told her it happened on the 3rd, she just about fell the fuck out. No. That happened on the 11th. When I told her Summer Walker had her babies on the 3rd, she just about fell out. That happened on the 11th. Funny thing about the 11th is that I checked my emails and American Airlines had denied my application. Told me that I wasn't moving on to the next step. This is another reason, too, why I'm passionate about this. Because I have found, and it's the people stuck in the train, and I have found my people. I have found a place here. A place in a sense that there is growth here. I told you guys before, I have to get out of my head the idea of what the growth is or how that goes, because I got an idea about how things should be. They would be right. Most times they don't be right. So I have to get out of that idea. If I need to be shadow banned before fucking June Ambrose calls me for that program that she's trying to put on, or Kiki Palmer overlooks my video talking about how she don't need to get pregnant because she feels like she don't need to be pregnant either and don't want me on her platform, or Kevin Hart is doing what he's doing, or anything. People over in South Africa love me, and people wherever the opportunity presents itself. But I have this vision of how things get played out. And then there's a frustration in things where things don't happen as fast because I'm a very impatient person. So all those things, I find myself in a bit of a pickle and find myself stressing the fuck out when I probably should be a little bit more easier on myself and just continue to do the things that I've been doing because that's what works. But the threes and telling her the things, she told me about the things like that. She was like, just the way you present the information, even the information that you have, people either are open to it, don't know anything about it, or resistant to it. And to that point, you have to always speak up. So probably one of the best things she's ever said to me. One of the best things she's ever said to me with where I'm at right now. You have to use your voice to share the information. And then she liked it because we were talking about Barbara Walters too. She was like, I'm sure when Barbara Walters first came out, people resisted on her and things like that. And she was trying to do the things. I said, God damn, you're going to compare me to Barbara Walters, you're going to make me fucking cry, you know? So that is, it's those things. It's those things. And then coupled with that, now they want to fucking shadow ban me on TikTok for what exactly? And to the point of, I know where I am, and like the video I had this video I put out before is like, I try to do basic things. I can go get a 9 to 5, not be happy, and then 9 to 5, and then balance this too, because I'm not getting another job and not being here with the people. I'm not doing that. So there has to be a balance, and that's the thing too about working and life and everything like that. You have to stop this and do that. You can't do this and do that. I remember when I was working at a halfway house. I've had a million jobs. I was working at a halfway house, and I started to go to hair school. Because I was like, I got a good handle on this thing. I got the time. And if they'll work with me, it'll just work. It'll be perfect. The job told me the job is your first responsibility. You don't have the opportunity to be picking up any other obligations. That's what the job said. So I had to leave. So that that's. If somebody probably would have stayed and not went to the hair school and finished that, yeah. And those people make the world go round, yes, they do. But a little resistance keeps the world on axis, on its point, okay? And that's where I'm at. Bust my ass for a job that barely pays to do the things, to maintain a fucking lifestyle. And then come and put in the hours like I don't. No vintage tea videos, except maybe the Lisa Marie thing, but that took it'd be like, okay, I'll just do it off the cuff, and it's like, okay, no, I need these facts. So then I spent a half hour researching these fucking facts, writing things down that I'm going through. I guess it's a process. It's a process. And maybe the word is inundate, But I don't feel like I have to, or anybody has to, inundate themselves with this and that and this and that and this and that just to gain some level of success. And we talked about this before, and this is when my best friend was on the thing, success being relative and how you gauge it and what it is for you. For me to live a comfortable life with nice things and the ability to order a DoorDash or grab a bottle of wine when I feel like it and not have to check the fucking account and make sure I got the clearance or make sure I'm not within a 2-week dead period and I don't get my check for another 4 days and I can't make them, like, no. After I done got up at 7 o'clock to be to work by 9, get out of there at 5:15, 5:45, get home at 6, can't settle down. And then what? Look up a fucking shit for the damn video and then no, I'm getting drunk and I'm going to bed. Now that's contingent on a job that you like, but even still, now you get a job that you like, now you get up doing more, and now they didn't work you out, out and over, and then you don't have the capacity to do anything else. I have found a permanent position here in content creation. My expectation is that the payout will be greater, which would make it more sustainable. The problem is that the bureaucracy of the bullshit that goes with becoming a part of the content creation clique. And when I don't want to say, because I don't want to be famous. I don't want fame. I don't want to not be able to go to the store. Like, T.S. Madison, I don't think she's getting there. But T.S. Madison be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people know her. Now, when she goes to a club, it's a different thing or something like that. And that's just what I'm going for. It's like, you know, Breeze in the town doing meet and greet in a brunch, you know, the brunch spot's lit. You know, that sort of thing. But I don't want to not be able to go to a grocery store or a theme park or anything like, because I love a good theme park, a water park. I have to wash my back. I don't want that level of fame. Because I'm just looking for the comfort. And that's all, if all that takes is fucking one Tyler Perry movie and I get $50,000, one fucking brand deal, $50,000, that's the money aspect. We talking about the shadow banning. And I can't get the exposure to Tyler Perry or Kevin Hart and them or somebody over in England who want to book London for whatever reason, because I'm a man of many things, if I'm shadow banned. That's just not it. So I say all of that to say that's the bullshit. And I'm going to repeat it again. Click the link in my bio and go follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. Just like everything, even if you don't like it. 9 times out of 10, you've probably seen it already because that's what's going up there. Content that's already been done. But YouTube ain't seen it. And also, too, what's nice, because people ain't recording me on this or Beagle like Terry Joe. And that's like people like that Terry Joe shit. And it's like, that's another thing too about playing you right in your face. And people are bent on or attached to the entertainment aspect, but this is a joke right in your face to black people, to trans people, to country people, to everything like that. But this is funny to you guys, to people. So this is what will give you, and this will be something. This will be some phenomenon on social media that this man in a wig and a floral dress and a country backdrop gets on here and just not even listen. I grew up with the gays. I lived a sustaining life with the gays. I know how Reeves. I know, child, honey. She would make it 30 minutes in a meeting, at a house meeting with the gays I grew up with. And I hope they don't get me for gays. I'm gay, and that's the thing too. Can't get me for gays, and I'm gay. But this is what the people like. And then filtering all these people in there, white people don't know what to do. It's just like that. But that does nothing for nobody. And I'm not saying what I'm saying does anything for anybody too. So I don't think that's my problem. I don't think that highly of it. I'm just saying that's just what I do. But let me tell you, you could walk away better with something after a live with London than you are with some bullshit with that person. Except with the fact that it's a fucking joke. It's a joke. That's why I said I don't have no character. I don't have no gimmick. We got Michaela Shawn. That's as good as it gets. Look at all her colors. That's as good as it gets. And then you get London off the cuff. What's the shtick? I don't know. That's a finding management. That's the thing too. Of finding management. Try to do it on your own. You can't do it. You got to find a manager. And that's the next step too. But I figure after all this time, somebody would have. I mean, have to do the work on yourself. But there's nobody like, hey, yeah, let's develop your character. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But no, that's not what's happening. So I'll continue to kick my shit the way I kick my shit, and that's that. The walk away from all of that is go subscribe to my YouTube channel, so we can get shadow banned over there too. I'm gonna touch it because how long I've been on? An hour and 41 minutes. I am getting out of here 20 and 30 in 50 minutes. I'm gonna take these 20 minutes to talk about Kanye West really quick because it's interesting that the story is that he's married and he was supposedly missing, and then there was this white guy who said that Kanye's not missing. He was in Amangiri, which is a place in Utah, and Kanye lives in Wyoming. I don't think Wyoming is that far from Utah. So they did a little staycation or some type of honeymooning moment there, whatever the case may be. That's the story. The girl's name is, should have wrote that down too. Whoever that girl is, her name is, first of all, back to Kelly Preston. Kelly Preston dying in Clearwater, Florida. Now, Clearwater, Florida, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So back to Kanye West. He was tucked away and he popped back out with this woman. Why, when you get on either you ask for a white girl, I mean, we shouldn't be surprised because that's just that we shouldn't be surprised. People thought it was some girl named Ash Martell. Who knows? No confirmation that it is. They're talking about her name is something else. Now she looked like, I thought she might be a trainer or something. I don't know. What's significant about her for me, and this is the video I have to put out too. I don't want to make listen, complain. Video I want to put out on Virgil Abloh. Virgil Abloh went to school for architectural design. Got interested in fashion because of his interest in architectural design. For Kanye to be with this girl who was the architectural designer for Yeezy, at the same time, well, not at the same time, but that's something. Coupled with the fact that they said Kanye was missing, and then that other guy, Theophilus, one of Kanye's people too, he was missing, but he was found as well too. I don't know what all this missing mumbo jumbo is, but I will say this: when it comes to Kanye West, coupled with his conversations about Granny's part of the factory of the bullshit, but coupled with his conversations about media and the Jewish people controlling it, you would think that he would know what they would attach themselves to, setting up a mysterious demise, what they would attach themselves to, what would then be pushed out from him. Those Yeezy boots from Balenciaga sold out. My friend told me, my homie, he wanted some $12,000 boots, the big SpongeBob boots, sold out in a day. Kanye knows what the people want. Kanye knows what the people is looking at, and he knows how to give the people what they need. When it comes to the media, there's nothing. If Kanye West, who was so passionately involved with Kim Kardashian, if he moves on 2 to 3 weeks later and marries this girl and steps out after not being out in a ring, knowing that the people will pick up on the fact that he's wearing a ring and there's this mysterious woman, there's something else behind it, because for him to invite the people in that much. Because he could be married for days on end. And we would never know. Like many people do. Get married and don't know. Because he's not gonna step outside the house in a ring on his left finger. It's not as... We're not dealing with this. The distraction is, oh, he's married or whatever the case may be, or with the images that he's married and things like that. But there's something else that's going on. Because first of all, who is this girl? Regardless if you're on the team or whatever the case may be. But the secret marriage and the things like that, first of all, when I heard about a secret marriage, I was like, okay, so what's her last name? What's the business connection? How in some way does she save him or he save her in this union? That was my first thought. Not, oh my God, when are they going to have kids like other people are fucking saying. But coupled with this thing with Kanye West, is that what all I had to say about that? Coupled with this thing with Kanye West, and then now this Lori Harvey. First of all, that's just how involved the people be. And that's just the way the world is set the fuck up. Because at no point should somebody be sitting there praising Lori Harvey. You want to know why they shouldn't praise Lori Harvey? Because when J-Lo was out here denying rings and getting relationships with men and living and ultimately creating a life with these people shitted on J-Lo. Shit on her. Kim Kardashian out here dating guys, denying multi-million-dollar rings, rare diamonds, trying to build trying to create a life, something with these people. People shitted on her, continue to shit on her. Lori Harvey ain't even a Harvey. Out here, some light-skinned girl out here dating these dark-skinned. Oh, she the GOAT. The GOAT of what? Thank God for Meek Mill, who played it, and that's everybody played it. Everybody plays the fucking field, and every now and then, just like when Amelia Ratajkowski, when she said personally fuck the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real factor, but nobody's going to pick that up. But I think she's mixed up in something too, and I have to look into. I wanted to look into that, whatever the case may be. But she said that, and people not even going to bear any weight in that because she's just some model. What the fuck does she know? But considering the state of the fucking shit, what's going on with the NFL? Yes, fuck the NFL. Ban me again. I can't get no more shit. I guess I got 0 views. I don't got that, but still. But Lori Harvey out here dating these high-profile men. Ain't nobody offering to marry her. Ain't nobody bought her no house. Ain't nobody took her. Or they take her on a vacation. If they going, you come in. Ain't like they sent you and the girls. She to go. And these is dark skinned. These is black women talk about she to go. When you know as well as I know, dating no fine man don't mean nothing. Especially if you ain't getting no rings out the deal like J-Lo. Or got the millions to match the men that you dating like Kim Kardashian. Tell me what she's the GOAT of. Meek Mill said that y'all letting anybody fuck this girl, or y'all letting this girl fuck anybody. The thing is, she's not even fucking them. She's not even fucking them. Because what we have to consider right now is the trifecta. First of all, everybody loves everything. But if she was with Michael B. Jordan, and Michael B. Jordan and Damson Idris seem to be good friends, what the fuck do you think the conversation was between Michael B. Jordan and Damson Idris for Damson to be like, okay, I'll take next. When Damson and Michael B. Jordan, and if anything, he like it with Lori Harvey, who's I have to make a hands emoji thing. But what do you think that conversation was? And that's like she's gonna end up like Raven, and in 2 to 3 years they're gonna pivot this thing hard as hell. It's gonna have something to do with her skincare, and she's gonna make sure her punani is perfect, and it's gonna be a woman, and it's gonna be now she can be lesbian, and people are gonna be. Now I just want people to remember the energy and emphasis they put into this fuck shit of the foolery of anything Lori Harvey does. Anything. Also, too, let's take into consideration Steve Harvey's other children that actually have the Harvey blood in them. Don't have any, whether they said, you're not about to sell me out like this, whether I'm not shucking and jiving like this, get your girl Marjorie's daughter do things like that, completely dismiss it, whatever the case would be, give it a building on life, stick with it. All that to say, she's being used. What is she the goat of? We've all dated fine, attractive. We've all dated. Most let's I don't know, who's sitting here now, dated and lost, or dated or dismissed and things. You don't get no fucking brownie points from who the fuck you dated, especially if you don't walk away with no fucking rare princess cut pink diamond engagement ring and you left somebody at the altar, or you got $40 million in the bank to match the damn football player or fucking rap star that is trying to court you. I'm so confused. I am so confused as to what people... Damson Idris' shows is about to drop in 2 weeks. And I'm sure the Eddie Murphy and the things and the things and the things. Tiana Taylor probably bumped all the bushes, especially when she probably been before we even knew the people, because we done knew Tiana since she was 16, and probably when she hit the scene at 18 or was up in them things, probably 17. That's a thing, but there was things like that. Ben knew these people because in most cases these people ain't to me. Like I'm wet behind the ears. I'm virgin-esque to the business 100%. The Lori Harveys and the fucking Keke Palmers and what I'm saying, these girls been around a long time, and now they get this mainstream media and things like that, and now people are excited at the fact that she's dating people, and what gets me is that we are sitting here talking about how she's the GOAT because what she the Diddy thing. Have we not connected anything between Diddy, Carisha, and the baby that he had 3 months ago when he started dating Carisha? I put on Facebook, do you think these is real relationships? Do you think that these is meaningful? Do you even think they're meaningful situationships? Ready to just absorb and take it in and process, whatever the case may be, completely overlooking the very fact. Because in the same post I put too, the fake relationships, I said, y'all know Nippy had a girlfriend. And that's what I'm saying too. Damn, these people date, and especially somebody like Marjorie Harvey, which is not realistic, because if you get your heart broken or you go through these multitudes of relationships, you're not about to be out here parading, regardless of how fine he is. Even more so, even if he is the damson Idris fine, you can't go out there sharing it, because you got to make sure you got a good handle on it first before you get to sharing it with everybody else. You just broke up with fucking 6 months ago. And with y'all busy schedules, because I know he busy. I don't know how much she doing, but she out here in the pictures and doing the things. I know she busy. So when y'all 6 months busy schedules, y'all have figured out the time and built a relationship and built a connection. And these little 6 months, because let's say all together, y'all probably spent 3 months together. Coupled with this and the that and the this and the that and the distance and the conversations of, I know Dimsim and I know Lori. Because y'all are so ironclad that y'all going public, Instagram, and that's the thing, Instagram public and things, just like Black Twitter, don't mean a goddamn thing. Same fucking thing. Insignificant titles. I don't care about. Is nothing Lori Harvey gonna do? Skincare. She'd have to win an Oscar. If Lori Harvey won an Oscar, please believe me, I'd be able to deduce it into something else because it came from something else. Or Steve Harvey probably did if Lori Harvey won an Oscar. Because she don't do nothing. She don't do a goddamn thing. She ain't dropped dead gorgeous to me. She's she's funny looking. And a funny looking, you watch America's Top Model, they turn a funny looking girl into a bad bitch or whatever the case may be. But there's nothing drop dead gorgeous about her. That Coco Jones, my dreams are so fucking vivid. That damn, that girl from, now it's not colorism, and I'm not saying these girls dark skin, whatever the case may be. But sometimes it do get, not that it's colorism, but that's how they play it. You understand what I'm saying? Because Lori ain't out here with no light brights, okay? Now, granted, being light skinned, you don't want the light skin, you like the little chocolate, and I get that. But we're not playing fairly here. But that lady from Queen and Slim, gorgeous. Lori not that. Lori's not it's a pretty light skinned girl. Naturally light skinned. I mean naturally pretty. And light skin. I don't know. I can't call it right now. But Lori's not the girls I just named. To be out here offering, and that's the thing too. What will people say if it was Chloe Bailey out here dating these men like that? Because there's no reason Chloe Bailey can't be dating these men like that. It ain't no reason, especially with all the things Chloe Bailey dragging by that wagon she dragging and things like that, that she ain't out here philandering and having a good time at the very least, like Lori HarV doing. But she don't have nothing behind her. They're trying to get this Chloe and this Haley up to like a standard and a credibility and to withstand something. And Beyonce gonna pass some torches to them girls, and Beyonce gonna be on Broadway somewhere, and they gonna be singing all the songs. They're gonna be one of the essence of bringing back R&B for women. I feel like this is coming. So that's why she can't be out here philandering. But let's give it to Lori HarV. Give these guys a chance to say that they touched and talked and done something with the girl. Instead of all these men parties, because it'd be Terrence J, Dempson, Idris. All of them had to function together. They don't call me. I wish they would. But they don't. My invitation must get mailed, and they must have mailed to the wrong house, and they must have my wrong number on file. But that's what the boys was doing over there. Now let me tell you what they aren't doing. Talking about how bad Lori HarV is, and let me get that. Because even if she was that bad of a bitch, like what you call it, Amber Rose. Amber Rose is fucking. Amber Rose is fucking good niggas with good dick. And bitches too. You don't? No, none of them. Regardless of the Playboy Cardi, I don't know, Wiz Khalifa, the people that she was with, she had the relationship and had the kids with, whatever the case would be, that now she got skin in the game. But you don't think she out here, probably she could be fucking on an Eve level. A billionaire somewhere over the racing people. Considering too, how long she been in the game. But you don't hear nothing like that. So again, I ask, what the fuck is what you call it the goat of? The goat of looking foolish is what she is. And I'm so sick of, especially black women. Sick of black women especially talking about Lori HarV the bad bitch. We need a class from Lori HarV. You need a class how to get passed around the town? Because let me ask you, what positive thing what positive thing are the people gonna say about you, my girls in the room, if you dated a guy and then you dated another guy and then a picture comes up with those two guys together shaking hands? Tell me what the people are gonna say about you. And I'm not about hoe shaming, because you got to live your life, you got to dip it and do it. My thing with Lori HarV is the significance. And if you out here dominating men and eating them up, spitting them out, I'm all for that. Let's make the world go faster around, okay? But at the same time too, that's not anything to be, like I said, that's what Amber Rose was, eating these men up and spitting them out, leave them in the dust, don't care about nothing. You know what I mean? That's nothing that you go out here and you parade, because that's not really The power is in the bedroom, behind the doors, over the phone. That's what the power is. I don't need to come out and let all y'all in my business, because now I start to lose a bit of my power. Because then people start to put these labels on me and things like that. People are praising this girl, Lori Harvey, when if it were anybody else, they would be slut shaming the hell out of that girl. So what is it about Lori Harvey? Is it the quality, the type of man? Is it the fact that it was a Diddy and the 2 Chainz and the things and the things and the things? Very high profile, successful men in their positions at their time? If you want to comment, you got to subscribe. Actually, I'm going live. I'm opening up the comments right now, and then I'm out of here in a half an hour. We can get into this Lori Harvey conversation real quick. No, now I can comment. Hold on, so settings. Comment setting. Sub on the chat. Chat's open. You think they wouldn't be calling? Like I said, if it was you, my regular lovers up in here, your boyfriend is in one pic, you break up with him, and now your boyfriend is in a picture with your other boyfriend. Through the mud. What is it about Lori Harvey? Is exactly the reason that she is where she is, being used how she being used, or even really taking the whole importance out of. But that we're in again, like I said, I've been talking and I'm thinking, I'm moving and I'm shaking. Because as the world has developed, the significance of certain relationships, or even the meaningful, it's the same thing, significance of relationships and the significance of a bond, putting yourself in somebody's trust and compassion and things like that, it's kind of fizzled out. So you have to be able to live how you live. That's fine. Again, I reference Diddy and Carisha, which is not even a matter of a romantic relationship. That's a matter of business. That woman makes that man money. Understand? He may buy her something, but she bringing the money back 2-3-fold. You understand? The thing with Lori Harvey is that what are you doing out here besides being used by? Because at the end of the day, if you're not fucking these men, why are you even going public, Instagram public with these men? Why do we even need to know? Of all the people, you know how many years it took us to find out who the hell Queen Latifah was dating? How many years? And now, 75 years later, she married with a kid and want to let the people know, kinda. You don't think Mary J. Blige is out here screwing men? Her and Taraji P. Henson probably like girls. Even still, you don't think they're out here with a wheel of lovers. Why do we need to know about Lori Harvey? And why do people consider her to go? She ain't the go to nothing. She don't have no ring. What are they putting money in the side? I don't know. She need the business. I need to see something to come to fruition besides the skin, which is the copyright trademark from Kim Kardashian. Oh, it's just, but nothing. I need to see something without no mess attached to it. Look what y'all saying. Welcome to the room. Come on, drop down in the comments. We're only gonna be here for half an hour. So one thing that they are trying to make Lori Harvey the Black Kim K. And that's all right, but Lori don't have nothing for herself to even be Kim K, like I was saying. Listen, that's the Colette. If it was you, if it was us, me too. Hoes and homewreckers. They are baiting us all to be pulled into the whole scheme of the wall with her and her brand. And you know what? And that's one thing, like her and her brand. I mean, what is the damn brand? What is the brand? She go out, she be dressed nice. That's fine. And you know what? Too, dressing nice. I know people dressing nice comes easy. They don't pull nothing out their closet that don't match. They don't come stepping out their house with nothing that don't look good. Dressing nice comes easy. And then you come, and then you have the means and the resources to secure. And that's back to a point I was making about Britney before. A point I was making before about Britney Spears. Britney got too much money to be walking around here with extensions showing and eyes a raccoon mess. Right? True, she could definitely have some decorum, but I think she's young and don't give a fuck about what people say. No. You want to know why I don't believe that she don't give him? You want to know? Because the image with Steve Harvey out here doing the things, and that's the thing. It's like, oh, I give her the credit. The image of my father and lots of people, I don't know, and that's the thing. Keep your father out of it. And lots of we consider a lot of celebrities, they don't even have their fathers in the game plan. Now we got Lori Harvey. That's another. Now as I'm talking, I'm thinking and putting things together. Of all the celebrities we know, probably Lori Harvey is one of the only ones out here with the father, even though her father is in prison. A father out here that co-signs the mess. Because if anything, besides dating, act like a lady, think like a man, you should have given her the tools, one, to know that you don't need to go public with every person, and two, to look for the things that make you even consider spending your time or investing yourself in a person. Because what did you get from Diddy? What did you get from 2 Chainz? What did you get from Michael B. Jordan? What did you get from that baseball player or whatever? What are you getting from Damson Idris? That they already fucking have. That they could get with any girl. Diddy got Carisha. 2 Chainz probably got another girlfriend. Michael B. Jordan probably gonna get with some white bitch after this. Damson Idris about to have his shows and his movies. What are you getting outside of your connection with these men? What's the bigger picture? And I don't, as I was sitting and I'm thinking, it's not even so much her, but what is it behind her that is pushing this whole thing? Like, what is the significance behind a Lori Harvey figure? And don't tell me it's any type of approach or any type of direction towards black people. Don't tell me, because now I have a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? She got the skincare brand. Yes, girl, brown sugar. I ain't seen one thing from it. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard really not too much since last June when she dropped it after she broke up with Michael B. Jordan. And it was that whole battle between the name, because she dropped her thing is SKN and Kim's was SKKN, so that was an issue too. So, and that goes back to that point of them being together, the black. And that means, well, it's only one space. And Lord Jesus, if Kim Kardashian died, child, I just don't even know where the world is. I just don't even know where the world is. Let me tell you this: Lisa Marie Presley dying is that's a big fucking deal. And we ain't even gotten to February yet. And I told y'all by February somebody big was gonna be dying. Lisa that's a big one. That's a big one. Considering she's 54. I think my parents are older than her. My parents are young. My parents aren't 60. My parents are young. She got skincare lawyer, doesn't even talk. She has no. That's the thing. She doesn't. That interviews is a struggle bus. And she comes from this young perspective. It's not some insightful. Oh, my dad has taught me. Dad taught me all these things, or I picked up from the mature, established women that I've been around while I'm fucking grown ass men. These are the things it's none of that. It's none of that. And the same thing with Carisha too, though. Carisha, her conversation hasn't elevated in her ascension to where she is now. Questions on Carisha, please. That's all written out. You know what I mean? And she just has to bring her personality to it. And that's what I will say. Carisha got some personality. What the hell are we getting out of Lori Harvey? Besides pushing this idea of, what is the idea? Lori, she's going to get on the arm of a man who is not black. She's going to get on the arms of a woman who's not black. She didn't get no gains from anything. She has calculated. Her mother already lined her up. That's what her mother did. What her mother, now, if you say lined up in a sense that set her up, like in a bad way, that's the fact. Because it's like, Lori, you done did this, and I watch my video on Lori Harvey. You done did this, you done did this, you done did this. And now we have these plans for this person here. And if you want to be a part of these plans, this is the things you'll have to sacrifice. And the first thing she gave up was her youngest fucking child. Which, great timing, or even if, involved in that thing, because Lori Harvey, if Marjorie set up Lori, Marjorie's mother set her up, lined her up for all of this bullshit. So everything is all intentional. We have to go back to Marjorie's white mother. Okay. Her mother already let her out. And I don't think you said it gives out good girl. I don't get good girl. It's a I don't have nothing to give girl. I barely know what I'm wearing. Somebody came and dressed me. I don't know how to have a conversation with anybody because I sit in a room all day and get told what to do. Did y'all leave this leave this shit? No, not right now because I'm only going to be here 20 more minutes. When we get off this thing, go to that picture that I posted. Look at this. Would you look at this? What man you know? Just like the same thing with Martell Holt and Sheree. Don't know man. Okay? Since Marjorie's so bad, right? And they say Sheree is bad in person. Got terrible feet, but she's bad in person. Don't know man get the okay and the acceptance from a woman that bad, okay, and to be in a relationship or even go public with a thing and be scared to touch her, don't know where to put their hand on her, movements is getting real uncomfortable. I reference Kenneth Petty and Nicki Minaj. Don't know, no. You wanna know why? Cause I know bad bitches. And I know how their mans can keep their hands off of them. And if they just happen to allow a man in the picture with them, he gonna do whatever he can from the picture to let the people know this what he got. So Martell wouldn't be scared to put his arm halfway around the fucking waist of fucking Sheree. Sheree grown, she want a man to grab her. And Hansy Damson ain't gonna be lightly puckering his lips on the thing. Because how many times did it take them to get that one damn picture? Now, he's a good actor. Decent. But I'm sure that didn't land the first damn time. And again, I reference Kenneth Petty and Nicki Minaj. How many intimate moments have we seen from them? Oh, Jen, happy Friday. Marjorie, and we talk about Lori. Actually, practically everyone except maybe 2 Chainz. But let me tell you this: a man that got 1 million baby mothers like a little booty. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm just gonna leave that there. He gonna let it show. What she do now? She done dated the kingpin. She dating the kingpin. And that's all that stuff. And that's the thing I'm gonna do a video about that. We put so much in these men because that's the image they play. And it started with me, and that idea came to fruition after watching the game, and then you saw Malik, who was this rough, tough womanizer type of thing, things like that. And he's the complete opposite of that in real life. And then you got now, not Future, I'm sorry, Future 2. Future got the baby mothers. Future 2. I don't know why I was saying 2 Chainz. I was thinking somebody tall. But now they got this Mbutu from, what you call it? Black Panther. Oh, now I'm not saying in Black Panther Mbutu can't get me to, right? But you fall in love with this image of this person, and he is the complete opposite. I just saw him in some Rick Owens platform and some capri pants. That's not Mbutu. That's bottom. And then you have Damson, who gets this Franklin Saint role. The name is strong, the position is strong, the acting is good. And you think you've fallen in love with this man, or even we could say what you call it too, bottom. And it's all about the acting, but you get to fall in love with that character, and it's not. So It's not that because Marjorie's not dating Franklin State. She's dating the handsy damsome Idris. Understand? It's not the same person. So for her to be posing with the money and things like that, okay, he let you on the set. Now, if she's an insider or whatever, we can figure. Lori will reveal herself soon enough. She will reveal herself soon enough. Okay, so he let you on the set and things like that. But you're not dating that man? Because Franklin Saint wouldn't be caught dead in a Hugo Boss ad cussing his mother out and then go shoot for Hugo Boss? And what is Hugo always using the damn dark skin boy? Because they use the boy too. Again, I just be tying everything together, and that's probably why I'm shadow banned now. But I don't live in the shadows. You know that. We be talking right. Okay? Those sorts of things. I'm gonna say Idris Elba. People, Stringer Bell. Love him, Stringer. He ain't nobody's Stringer Bell. Nobody's. And it's a character. And I get that. But people who think when they walk off that stage or when they meet them in real life, this is the type of person that they're going to meet. Because some of the people have had conversations where it's like, oh, they're not who I thought it was. Michael Jai White, tough and loud and whatever the case may be, when I met him on the street, Suburban Street, didn't want to be, he cowered behind them damn security guards and didn't want to be seen or took a picture with nobody. Couldn't see his little ass. I'm expecting a little personality, a little something, a little something, a little something. And, I got my picture with Lance Gross. But still, you know what I mean? Because Franklin Saint and maybe somebody that looked like Marjorie, but you see what happened where you got with the pretty bitch, she got turned out. Hello? But Franklin Saint and somebody that looked like Lori Harvey, TGIF, Franklin Saint and somebody, thank you, girl. And Lori Harvey, I can see that. Franklin Saint type. I can't see Lori Harvey having had, because then when she kind of worked her way, I don't know, the little back and forth between Future and Diddy, I don't know who's tougher. But man used the music. And then you go down to Michael B. Jordan, who's not as, Michael B. Jordan, he mashed potatoes, honey. And then you get to what you call it, damn St. Idris. The only thing they have in common is that they are successful and attractive. That's it. Their affection for women is no. Because not for nothing, if you was given the tools, it's giving kiddie pool. If you were given the tools by your mother and your father, you should have never let go of fucking Michael B. Jordan. Diddy, lost cause, that's a grown man. Future, lost cause, that's a grown man. That's a lot to deal with. Michael B. Jordan don't got no kids. He don't got no ex-wife. He's got a huge future in front of him. And y'all look good. Y'all look all right together. As far as looks go, it couldn't. You know who's attractive, and they white. But that man who played Elvis, and he's dating Kaya Gerber, which is Cindy Crawford's daughter, and that's Gerber, like the Gerber food we grew up eating. So that's an heiress, not fucking Lisa Marie Presley. Which that money is going to be tied and secure, because I'm going to jump back into Lisa Marie real quick, is that she getting buried over at Graceland. Now, if y'all know law, like I might think I know law, once you get buried on a business or something like that, or once somebody gets buried at a place, the land, everything changes. The taxes, the rights, the this, the that. You can't do this on it. You can't do that on it. It's essentially sacred land. That's what happened, and that's what I need to look up. I'm not doing that. I'm not looking up. I'm about to get out of here in 15 minutes. The lipstick lesbian 100%. Now that goes without a shadow of a doubt. That's a common thread. That's nothing that needs to be rehashed, and that's not a point that needs to be driven home. Lori got the hands, okay, and most of the men that she's been with got the hands too. Like Natasha said, most of the men she's been with, besides Future, I ain't never heard nobody say Future was gay. But most of them have had a report of a rendezvous with men. Donald Trump buried Ivanka at one of his golf sites. Change the land, period. You can't invade it. You can't do it's secret. You can't do that. So with Lisa Marie Presley being buried at Graceland, not only does it bring more people to fucking Graceland to even consider this heiress title. You know, heiress means you got money or whatever, because everybody's an heiress. You know what I mean? You got to inherit something to be an heiress. To create the money and things like that. But it establishes something that is so much deeper and it's so much more political. You know? With her being buried at Graceland. Because they don't got Mike up at the damn Neverland Ranch. Regardless of what went down there, that was still what he created. Yeah, everybody's not right, is what I'm saying. Not protected. The land itself is protected because she's buried on it. Okay, what y'all saying here? Oh yeah, he just get, well, you know, and that's the thing is that's what Steve has given up. What Steve has given up, and even introducing Lori, or even allowing that to say, "Oh, this is my daughter, and I don't care about my other kids," that sort of thing. What he has put on her, no father would, and no daughter would want that. But that's the industry, and this is why I'm shadow banned, because I say shit like this. That's the industry. That's that. Because there's no way, Steve, you a womanizer, right? The mother done been through heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying? They haven't come together in a conversation and sat down with her. Okay, as we continue to build our brand, somebody will offer you a brand. But we don't need that interfering with our brand. So this is how you'll conduct yourself. This is what you look for. This is how to act. Go towards these people. Here, look at Eve. She married somebody from London. Understand? That's not what happened. That's what I'm saying about him. She can't mess up his brand because he's already signed off on all that stuff. And never, not since Michael B. Jordan, maybe when they first got together, when they broke up, he just brushes it off. Nothing she does. Steve was gonna fuck up his own self by himself. It's gonna be an Ellen type of situation with Steve. I already alluded to that, where Steve don't want nobody talking to him and stuff like that. So that's what Steve's gonna do. Is not gonna take Lori to mess that thing up. But nothing Lori does reflects positively or negatively on either one of them, Marjorie or him. Because it's never like, oh, let me call your mom, or let me see your mom, and things like that. But that can't be the narrative, because there's no reprimand. Because if I'm referencing your parents and you think somebody might be reprimanded, and that kind of throws off that idea, you know, of, oh, I'm just out here living my life as a grown woman. Y'all better not call my mom and talk about, oh, London's on the thing talking about you know what I mean? That sort of thing. So it can't affect him, because then it's like, okay, but now they're so connected. No, all he needed to do was give her that pass, and give her that pass to open up those doors to get her in these places, to talk to the Diddy's and talk to the Futures and talk to the Michael B. Jordans, of all the women in the world. Michael B. Jordan has blossomed into something, and when he's working on that body, he really looks like something, okay? The amount of panties, bras, and boxer briefs that get thrown at that man probably on a daily is Lori HarV. Same thing with Damson Idris. From the first episode of fucking Snowfall, the boxers, the briefs, the fucking bras, and the panties that have been thrown at that young man. But it's Lori HarV? And the thing is, she's not even a go of being the one that people go to, because I just don't want to be the one people. And everybody has different goals, whatever the case is. I'm nobody's trophy wife. You know, we could live a trophy life, but I'm not a trophy wife. I'm not just going to be sitting up there propped up to look pretty, or picked and choose because, not picked and choose, but the token one. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with something that y'all know what I'm coming with. You understand? You know what I mean? So I don't understand the people saying, oh, she's the GOAT. She's the GOAT of being passed the fuck around the industry, around high-profile people. Now, like I said, what's going to reveal itself from Lori is what she's acquired from these high-profile people, From Diddy to fucking Damson, she's acquired some things, some information that maybe continues to allow her to be invited to the Met Gala, to go to Cannes. You know what I'm saying? To be at a party on the rooftop deck and you need a pass to get in and things. You know what I'm saying? Those sorts of things. Because other than that, because let me tell you this, Delilah and Delicious, whatever Diddy's the twins' names is, once they get old enough, they gonna be doing it's the same damn thing, if not more, because they got the bloodline. Kamora's girls, Ming Swing, I'd say Ming Swing Park Big. That's how I get to know him. Ming and Aoki. That's how I figure. Ming is the oldest and Aoki's the youngest. Aoki the one looked like Russell. Ming looked more like Kimura. Ming ain't out here doing these things when she could. Ming, well, light skin, beautiful, stunning. Don't see her with nobody. Could be. Her and Justin Combs could be match made in heaven. Beautiful children. Beautiful children. Kamora, don't play about them kids. Not them first three. I don't think she cared too much about them last two. That's the video I'm working on too. She had to have that white one just to further the story and to make her pay back her whatever. That's how she adopted that last one. That's just a theory I had in mind. But them first three, her Jamin's and Russell's kids, come on, right on track with them kids. Ming is more so the model. Aoki is temperate in there, but Aoki is definitely the one in college. I don't know if Ming is in school. If anything, they probably both did some school for the story. Child, because as I was looking at things, as I went down the situation with Kim Porter and how, they used Kimura to, further the story, didn't use nobody else, and I get to looking into Kimura and that white man she was with and the things and the things and the things and the things. And it's just like, you just don't be in the industry. Shawnee O'Neal could have disappeared. Lose that man. I walked away with millions of dollars. Walked away with millions of dollars. I could live in Wyoming. I could live in London. I could live in Istanbul, China. But no, I'm back in here, putting money back in, using the things back in, okay, the kids. But what is up, or lifting up the kids, or setting a different, or living a different type of life? Because the very things that you're involved in now are the very things that probably drew yes, 3 minutes left. The very things that wrecked your marriage. What am I saying? The very things that you're involved in now are the very things you were probably sick of Shaq doing while you were married to him. You understand? So you have to go back in. Kimura could have did the same thing. Now, granted, she was in the fashion and she did the baby fat. She did the things and the things and the things. She did the things and the things and the things. But after she got with Jamin, and the fact that, let's not just say that they out here, all I am is a fashion designer. Every millionaire got at least 7 streams of income. Somebody said something, maybe 5. You have multiple incomes. You've invested here. You got a nail salon over there. You got the main business over here. You got the side hustle over there. No reason for me to be in the limelight. Again, and then I'm getting out of here. They say, too, the richest people in the world are people you don't even fucking know. And it's not the Bill Gates and the Warren Buffetts. Those are the figureheads. So people, for them to get your idea of what wealth really looks like. Or what wealth is. And it ain't. It's not a Caucasian man with gray hair and glasses. Her latest missionary step is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm going to do a video about it. So there's that with that. That's the thing about the industry. Everybody plays their part and everybody does what they need to do. to continue to live the life they live. Because you pull the people up out the dirt. You give them people an opportunity to buy their mother a house. Now their mother puts all this pressure on them to keep up this lifestyle because they want to live in the house, wherever the case may be. And now you have, you know what I'm saying, you got Kamara dating white men for some bullshit. That was just because I don't even know why she went that far. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. I'll see you Sunday. I think I might bleach my hair Sunday. Don't hold me to it, but I think I might. But I'll see you Sunday. But that's the thing. That's the industry, and that's what it's the price to pay. It's the price to pay. I don't know how much I'm willing to pay. I'm not saying I'm not willing to pay nothing, but it's got to be on my own terms, and that's really all I say that to say. You know, I don't want to lose myself. I've been tired. I don't want to lose myself in success. You know? But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm trying to get out of the light. I'm trying to get out of the shadows into the light. So one thing at a time. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. I'm gonna make me another plate and finish watching Homeland. I need some good rest. I haven't slept good in a while. The Live 35. Okay. I love that y'all be on each other. I love that. Yeah, happy MLK Day. The Lord, don't even. I'm glad you said it at the end because I went down a whole rabbit hole about Martin Luther King. I made spaghetti, a pasta dish, spinach and chicken and mushrooms and Parmesan cheese, peppers and onions and stuff like that. So, it's like some sleepy time tea. If I had some sleepy time tea, I would try that. But yeah, so that's what I made. Glad you said it, Martin Luther King at the end. I will probably be back Sunday. I need to light my hair. I'm sick. It's so dark, and I don't want all this darkness. So I probably will lighten my hair. I'm trying to line things up. Like I braided it today to get it ready and things like that. You know, like the oil sink in, so it'll be nice and moisturized by the time I lighten it. Whatever the process. So I'm trying to line things up. So we'll probably do that on Sunday. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully I'll see you there. Hopefully you enjoyed the conversation today. We'll probably talk about more things next time. Probably pick up at fucking Martin Luther King. I don't know, that might be too heavy for the people. But what's too heavy over here at the Kelly Collective? Again, I thank you for hanging out with me. Hey, cuz, we ending it. I thank you for hanging out with me. You could be anywhere in these TikTok streets, but you're here, and I appreciate that. So until next time, I will definitely see you sooner rather than later.